thank you still the same for being very, very patient and respecting this august house. I will quickly move into the introductions.
My name is Dr. Obed Moses Mpofu, MP for Mguza. And I've got my PAs, Ndlovu, Dr. Mliswa Ndlovu is my personal assistant for a long time. On my left is my PA, Dr. Mshonga. He's been with me for a long time.
Okay. Take off. May you assist him to take off? May you withdraw your previous remark on that you're not here to be lectured, because no one is a lecturer here. We are here to be members of parliament, and for the sake of progress, I'll ask you to withdraw that statement.
I cannot withdraw a statement which I made before I was sworn in.
For the sake of progress, we'll move on, Minister, but we always expect leaders like you to also respect other members of parliament. I think it's not even about the oath. It's about us being all members of parliament, having to respect each other. I thank you. Minister, you are before us in terms of the letter which was written to you. As you are aware, the purpose of this meeting is for you to give a detailed explanation on the operations and production levels at the Chiadzwa diamond fields and the alleged loss of the 15 billion diamond revenue and mining policies implemented during your stint as Minister of Mines and Development. And I think the letter also said that should you require further clarification, please contact Mrs. Nwataruka, who is our committee clerk. So you also had leeway to contact the clerk if you needed any clarification. Minister, we want to welcome you to this august house. Thank you for being here. We are not here on a witch hunting escapade. We are not. We are members of parliament who are here to oversize our role of oversight. And in so doing, that's why you find yourself here. You're equally here to account to the members of parliament as also expected of the various offices that you have and so forth. I think you're aware that section 1087 of the Constitution is very clear in that you shall account to parliament. This is the Mines and Portfolio Committee, Mines and Energy Portfolio Committee. It's invited you in your former capacity as former Minister of Mines and Mining Development. Minister, I will give you this opportunity to go into detail on the areas that I did explain to you on the operations of the diamond sector mining in this country, the 15 billion that we also was mentioned. At this juncture, I'll give you the floor. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to thank the honorable members in this committee.
Minister, I don't think we are honorable members. You failed to say no, we are not honorable in your eyes. Proceed with your detailed report. Thank you.
Did you say you're not honorable?
Yes.
You failed to apologize, to retract in front of these honorable members, and you want to call us honorable. When you fail to recognize us, when you fail to recognize the chair and the committee in saying, can you retract? So I think go straight into the business of the day so that we don't waste much time trying to patronize each other when there's no need. Let us respect each other.
You say you respect each other?
This is not the ZANU-PF Politburo where minutes are coming from you. Take this sitting seriously. The whole world is watching you. You have come here and I've told you why you are here. So it's not an exchange between you and me. You are here to answer, and we can be here until tomorrow until you answer. So the sooner we get on with the business, the better for you and all of us, and the better for the country.
You are not allowing me to speak. You asked me to speak.
The issues that you've been asked to talk about, the issues you've been asked to talk about is for you to give a detailed explanation on the operations of the diamond mining that happened in Mliswa when you were Minister of Mines and Mining Development. That's the agenda.
Can you please allow me to speak? But before I deal with the issues that you have raised, I just want to have a few things recorded. I was invited to this committee to appear on the 19th at 10 o'clock. And just a day before the 19th, I was called by Ms. Dingani that the meeting had been postponed. Indefinitely, and you are in her office. And since that time, I wasn't told about this meeting until I read the date in the newspaper, and my PA frantically called the Parliament. I've not received any letter, and even the time at 11 o'clock was after my secretary had to call some people in here. I am a former minister, as you kept on repeating. And there is a minister in that ministry. And I was a minister, I think, since 2008, and left the Ministry of Mines in 2013. And that time there was a committee, a similar committee like this one, where I was subjected to this kind of questioning. I moved to another ministry, I'm in another ministry. And
to the point of order, there are no questions that have been asked by this committee. So I don't know which questions you are referring to, because no one has asked you a question. Okay. It seems you have I think you went into a caucus, Minister. Can you get away from the caucus and deal with the business? No one asked a question in this committee. All I said is that you're before us and you're supposed to give us a detailed report. You asked to be given time. We're giving you time to speak. We're still waiting for the report.
I thought I was allowed to make my remarks on the developments leading to our meeting now. I am not Minister of Mines. And I don't know which precedence has been set. If you tell me that, I'll oblige. Where former ministers are subjected to operations which they experienced while they were in those ministries. If there's such precedence, then I'll oblige. I have no mandate to speak for the Minister of Mines. And you must be aware, comrade, that when I was appointed to that ministry...
I am not comrade, I'm honorable.
You said you are not an honorable. What's wrong with you?
I said I am honorable. Minister, why don't you take it easy? You
No,
say
but you are not taking it easy.
I am not
You are not taking it
comrade.
easy.
We are in parliament. We are in
Okay.
parliament. We use parliamentary language.
Please,
I am honorable.
Okay,
We are honorable members.
Honorable Mliswa, please listen to what I have to say. It's me who has taken oath. You have not taken oath. I'm not Minister of Mines. And I don't think I'm obliged until you convince me that I'm obliged to talk for the ministry. I took oath of office when I joined the Ministry of Mines. And I've taken 2 oaths of office since today where I am. And those of the oaths of secrecy still stand. I'm actually under that obligation. I cannot speak for a ministry that I worked in 5 years ago. And nothing can force me to speak there. That's why I want to I come here, cooperated, I've been abused by you, Chairman. You've said so many things about me in public. I've never said anything. Never said anything to any of the members here. I've never. About this, about what you've been saying, you've been attacking me, attacking my person, calling me all sorts of names, maligning me, and I kept quiet.
Yes, point of order, Honorable Chidako.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I just want to intervene. Honorable Minister, we are a portfolio committee. We don't want to hear your attacks, be it in the media, be it somewhere else. If you are just sticking to the point to say that you don't want to appear before this committee because you are not obliged, then that's what you can stick to, and let's see what the law says. To try and confront the chair and tell him what he has said where and how, I think that's not the business of this committee. Thank you.
You can say whatever, what? Sorry, you can say whatever, but I've been in Parliament since 1987. I know my obligations. I'm just saying these preliminary remarks are meant to be recorded because I've been attacked regarding these issues by the chairman in the paper, calling me names. Yet, after doing that, he nicodemously comes to my house in the cover of night. This man, I live almost 600 kilometers from here. He drives all the way to my house to come and talk about this thing. And what does he say to me about these things? You see, gentlemen, we're not children. I'm a member of Parliament.
Minister, I think what you are saying. Yeah, let me just, Minister, Honorable Minister, first of all, Parliament can call anyone to account except for the President. And you then on to say, I've come to your house.
Anyone, I'm not a former minister.
No, you've just said under oath, I've come to your house. I've been to your house once when I was in ZANU-PF,
yes,
in Cholocho. So when else have I come to your house to talk about what? When I was coming to your house, what did we talk about? We were talking about the politics when I was in ZANU-PF. Right. Because you are misleading the committee in saying that I've come to your house to talk about this. So can you now, since you've said it, tell me when I came to your house to talk about this?
You should tell the committee yourself.
No, you are the one who said I came. Don't try and divert.
Point of order, Mr.
Only point of order, Chair.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Come through.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With all due respect, Mr. Chairman, to you, Honorable Minister, I think we ought to respect this house. And we ought to respect us. We came all the way from home. You know, this is a parliamentary break, but as a result of the importance of the responsibilities that we are supposed to do on behalf of our country, we are here today to deliver our responsibilities. So, Honorable Minister, if you can cooperate with the House with regard to the requests as to why you are here. If you can cooperate with the House, please say so that we don't waste much of our time, as well as much of the time of the nation, as well as anyone else who needs to listen to this program. Then you give your word to this House, then we move on, we make a way forward. This thing of the history that you had with our chairman and all sorts of stories, it's not part of us. What we need here is to deal with the duties of the responsibilities that are bestowed to us as parliamentarians. And we are dealing with the Ministry of Mines and Energy. And on this occasion today, we are dealing with the mine sector, bearing in mind the diamond sector, of which we are dealing with the history of it, what happened to it then, from the period then you were a minister. That's where we are much focused on as we speak today, so that we come up with a report of whatever we are supposed to conclude to the attention of the country. Thank you, Honorable Minister. So if you
For as long, comrades, for as long as he's sitting in front of me, presiding over this issue, I will not cooperate. I will not cooperate, because you are even stopping me from telling you what he had come to do in my house.
I've got a
Minister,
point of order.
hold on.
Point of
I
order.
think, Honorable Minister.
For as long as you are sitting
Honorable
there, I will
Minister.
not cooperate.
Honorable Minister, I think you want to divert the attention of a lot of issues. I have told you, and I keep repeating this book, which clearly says presenting to Parliament or a committee any false, untrue, fabricated or falsified documents or anything with intent to deceive Parliament is not acceptable. You want to divert that I came to your house. I came to your house once when I was the provincial chairman of ZANU-PF in Cholocho, and I was talking to you about Didmas Mtaza when he was fired, and you're telling me how great he was. So it's not the day-to-day. So don't try and divert attention and try and lie. And say,
Point
what?
of order, Chairman.
No, hold on.
Let him finish.
Listen, so Minister, don't try and think that you shall speak to us here. We will give you time to talk, and whatever you think you and I spoke about.
I will not accept deliberations that are chaired by you.
Minister, you are talking about press reports about me saying this in the press.
Sure.
That's not the issue.
Sure.
Can we stick to the business of the day and don't try and divert attention?
I've got a point of order, Chair. I ask Chair if the Minister can be excused so that we deliberate on our own as a committee first.
No.
I ask
No.
that we deliberate on our own first before the Minister comes back.
Can I guide members of Parliament?
Okay.
I'm appointed by the SROC, and you cannot undermine Parliament. You had every right, Minister, before you came here to write to the Speaker.
So we
To write
cannot
to the Speaker. Don't
deliberate.
play us your games. We know these games. You did not write a letter to the Speaker saying that Honorable Mliswa is conflicted because he came to my house to do A, B, C, D, and you want to say it here, and you think we don't operate like that. This letter was very clear in saying to you, if there are any issues that you want clarity, you have every right to write to the Speaker, to the clerk, and say, I am not prepared to go before Honorable Mliswa. Most companies do that, and that is handled in a proper way. Not for you to come today and think you can divert the attention to you and me, yet with business of the day. Can we please get on with the business of the day?
But your visit to my house implicated the Speaker.
Sorry, Chair.
Why? But why are you even talking about the Speaker? You now want to bring in your politics in much more. Now, Honorable Minister, why are you not being honest? Can we deal with the issues of today? Don't try and divert, and members of Parliament, don't be diverted. Okay? Can we have you deal with the issues of today?
Chair. First lean in.
Can I come here?
Minister, we'll speak. We are here all day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. I just want, please, can you, so that at least the Minister can see me properly. I think, like what Honorable Mseami is said, even Honorable Chair, that Honorable Mliswa is our chairman. He was appointed by Parliament. And it's really difficult for you, Honorable Minister, then to come today and say you won't say anything as long as he is sitting there. Yes, you might have some issues with him, issues which have got nothing to do with us here as MPs. And I think it would be proper for you not to give that as a reason to say, as long as you're sitting there, I won't cooperate. If you really feel that you don't just want to cooperate because of the reasons, then please, it will be better maybe for us to say, okay, like what we said, that you stay about 600 kilometers away. Some of the MPs, they stay more than 600 kilometers away, but they are here specifically for the job of parliament. And we are here not because as the current Minister of Mines, but as the former Minister of Mines. And those are the issues which we only wanted you to discuss. We only wanted you to tell us about. It's not about the issues which happened before. This is a new committee, and whether Honorable Temba Mliswa visited you at your house, whether it was yesterday, whether it was last year or 3 years back, I don't think those are the issues which you can bring here in Parliament, because those issues happened outside Parliament. And we are here sitting as a committee of Parliament, and we are urging you, and you have actually you made it very clear that since 1987 you have been a member of Parliament. So you know the laws, you know what is supposed to be done if you are a member of Parliament. So please, can you just cooperate with us so that at least we move forward? Thank you.
Honorable Chichirisa.
Chairperson, Honorable Minister, with all due respect, you received the letter inviting you to this committee for this hearing, and you knew then that the chairperson will be Honorable Mliswa. You did not raise any objections, and you did not even talk to the speaker, who is our boss. And now you come here, we are expecting to discuss issues, but now you are bringing in issues that like, I don't speak in front of you. Why then did you come to this committee, knowing very well that you will not be able to speak to Honorable Mliswa? Thank you, Ms. Honorable.
Please, with respect to the honorable members, I will never be presided over by Mr. Mliswa for what has happened. And you should allow me to express myself. I will never. You understand? So you call
I think, Honorable Minister, I never thought, I mean, this is news you're telling me. I never thought ever in my life. Why do you want to divert attention? Why do you want to, between you and me? You never, what is it that you and I have ever even discussed about in life, other than Mtasa coming back to the party and me being the provincial chairman? When I was provincial, I don't even
kilometers to discuss Mtasa. You were discussing about
I was
already started attacking me.
I said I was ZANU-PF. My attack, you talk about in the media. You seem to have an issue with what I say. I have a right as a citizen to say the things that I say. You are here before us. You have a right to sue the papers. How do you know I never said that to the paper? Have you ever sued those in papers to defend your own integrity? So don't divert attention and try and lie and not be under us for us to tell us what we're about. I don't know which thing game you are playing, but it's not going to last.
Point of order. Point of order.
Let's discuss
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, can I be recognized on a point of order? Honorable Chair.
Members, I think let us stick to the rules of Parliament and let us have a situation where point of orders are coming in through you citing certain rules. I think we must understand that. Let's not allow this to get out of control and be diverted. Okay?
No, Honorable Chair, I disagree. What I'm actually saying here, my point needs to be raised. I can see here there's a personal vendetta between the two of you, and when there's personal vendetta between the two of you, as an honorable member of Parliament, I think everyone should, the media should leave, and we discuss a way forward here. Because here you guys are now throwing each other.
Members of Parliament, let us not be diverted. Let's not be confused by somebody. Let's not be confused. Like I say, we are here. He's taken off.
Can I be excused? I want to go and wash my hands. Just a minute.
Chair, can you allow me to talk? Can you allow me to talk? Mira. Chairman, may you please allow me to talk?
Majournalists are put in the powers of protect and a pan. Chato chaya.
Thank you for coming back. First of all, you had an option to write to the clerk, to speaker, if you and I had any issues. You didn't. I'll still allow you, even after this, to still write a letter. Because if I've presided over something which is not proper, then everything will be nullified. So you still even have the right to do that. I'm even giving you that's if there's anything. I never thought you would lie so much at your age. You're bringing up stories which I never thought you would. You're now trying to bring in the speaker. I don't know how. I mean, when I came to see you, I was not even a member. I think I'd just gone in and hardly did I think. I don't know what you're trying to create. But can we go about the business of the day? We are here to wait for you until tomorrow. You've been taken off and we are waiting
can
for
I
evidence.
speak in my mother language? Because you don't seem to understand what I'm saying.
Minister.
I've said I will never allow you to preside over because of what I wanted to say, which you are blocking me.
No, Minister. Minister, you have a right. Okay, say it. No, honorable members, for the purpose of things, say it. I've given, say it. Say it. I've not given you a chance to say it, and when you're finished, tell us you're finished. Say it.
But how can I feel when I'm intervening every...
I will not intervene. You are under oath. You are saying what you're saying is being recorded. So say all the things that you have to say when you are done. We're going to the business of the day. We have that time. That's okay. Say it.
Chairman.
Minister, the floor is yours. Say whatever you want to say. And when you're finished, tell us you are finished.
Chairman.
I am chairing the meeting. I'll have you out. I'll have you ejected. I am not recognizing you. I'm not recognizing you as chair. Minister, can you continue?
I'm not going to continue under you.
I've told you, say the things you want to say, and you still don't want to say it.
I'm saying I cannot allow myself to be, presided over by you for what I was going to say and what I've said. I'll never.
You cannot be speculative because you have nothing to say. You cannot say anything.
Chairman.
I've asked you, what is it that you have to say about me? I've only been to your house once ever in life. I don't talk to you over the phone. I've never done anything. So if you have anything to say before oath, say it. That the Honorable Mliswa have issues with him here and so forth.
Chairman,
I have not recognized you. The minister, members, can we follow? The minister says he has things to say about me, isn't it? So I've given him the floor to say it. Members, I don't want to have you ejected, and I don't want us to try and seem to be scoring points, political points. I will not allow that. I will eject you. I'll call the center of arm, I'll eject you. This is a serious matter. The Honorable Minister said I have issues to say about you. Now say to him, say it.
So that we continue.
I've said I cannot allow myself to be presided over by you. And I will not say anything for as long as...
Minister, you know that there's only one person who can deal with the facts, it's me. And you know why you're avoiding me. And you know that very well. And you shall still be presided over by me. Parliament has said it. You know that you will not get away with the murder, and you're trying to find somebody. Where have you ever seen a situation where somebody picks that?
Say that under oath.
But I am telling you that I am the chairperson. I am the chairperson. You are trying to untwist and to try and spread around issues. Honorable Minister, can you please do what you came for here?
I've never seen this. I've seen chairpersons, I've seen Comrade Chininga, the late, I've had Comrade Shumba. Those are professional chairpersons. They never behave the manner that I see here. And I will not say anything for as long as you are in front of me.
I think, Chairman, I think ngatimboona tinaise committee toita resolution tonoona speak.
You have the right to go and see the speaker. You have the right to go and see the thing, speaker. You have the right to go and see the thing, speaker. He has issues with me that he wants to talk about. I've asked him to talk about it. He's not here. No issues. That's why he cannot say. He wants to divert attention. That's why we have told him. Let him say the things. We don't want to be diverted. We are not stupid.
Chairman. But it was a good hour of you are not a professional. I don't think it is no.
Jimmy, urona show chafuta village. Boss takuda kubata pamoyo chaipi. Apakaipa. Zonzi nyika hizi.
Unaona nyanya iri bonde atongo uya akatongo andamana chairman ukuthi angawuzi chairman you are professional.
Dealing my issues a personal come like.
But is also all right, you're right. But as inzwa
issues a personal.
But as still equally on the same way.
Order. Minister, we are going to be here until you decide when to speak. You've taken oath. We are not moving. Thank you. You have the right to say anything that you want to say, even about me, even to say whatever. So we are not leaving. We are here with you. You've already taken under oath. We have to do our job.
I'm not going to talk. You can sit here. I'm here. I've submitted myself to you against all the accused, but I'm here. And I'll never talk anything about this particular subject while you're sitting here. Never.
Chair. Honorable Minister, notwithstanding the issues that we have with Honorable Mliswa, you did not follow the due process. The due process that you should have made yourself clear to say, I'm coming to the committee, but as long as Honorable Mliswa is presiding, I won't be able to deliberate before you.
I'm telling you that.
Sorry,
Can I
finish?
You see, because what you are saying is you who are saying you are trying to convince me. You never convince me.
No.
You don't know me.
Can I finish? Can I finish, Honorable?
And I'll never say anything, no matter what you say.
I'm not convincing you. I'm just talking to the law. I'm not convincing you. There's no point in convincing you. I'm saying you failed to follow the due process. You should have notified the Parliament through the clerk to say that you have been summoned here, but the person who is presiding, I've got issues with him, and can he be excused? You did not do that. You are an experienced minister. You have been in Parliament for a long time. You can't come here full aware.
But he implicates the Parliament. He actually implicated it. That's what I'm going to say. It's also important sometimes
So I'm saying because of that the Parliament is going to charge you for the conduct of Parliament. Because you did not follow the due process.
Please.
You should have followed the due process, and you could have been excused.
You can never intimidate me on
This is what I think, Honorable Chair.
You can never intimidate me on issues of principle. You are. No. What are you telling me? You have not said anything at all.
Honorable Matambalance.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. Ndinotenda nemungo yamadipa. Chairman, ndakateererawo zvangu. Nawo ichiti iparurwe itawo. Chairman, kana ndakatarisa, kana takasangana sesu semamember of parliament, takasangana muno muchibhuna chedu chekuti kana tiri muno atite zvekushowa madifferent masites. But iko zvino ndakatarisa, tiri kuona kuti zvane site one. Nokuti ndasungudza several musingandipe nguva. Mukaramba. Asi mazuva honorable wavo. Saka kana takustarira isusu we are not here as kungogara tiri kuzviona zvamunoita, especially tiri kuzviona zvamunoita. Asi right. And at the same time, the minister vagara, the minister vangu government yangu vedu kuzampi vacho. Let me just say it. Because if override him in front of us. He's our minister. Minister show the nation. You remember what you said, Chairman? You said Zimbabwe. What do you Zimbabwe? What are you trying to say? Listening. Yes, but this is wrong. Chairman, this is wrong. It's correct. Even in court, but you are refusing. You want to toss him. What are you trying to do? To undress him in front of us. That's wrong. That's wrong. We cannot tolerate this. He's free to say whatever he says. We call him to say what he wants to say. You should not put your weight in his mouth or in his mind. No, that's wrong. He should say what is in his mind. And that's what we wanted to. He said you already. He is not allowed to be chatted with you. And it's finished in this period. We are allowed.
Are you done? Honorable Matambalance, are you done?
Yes.
Thank you for your contribution.
Chairman, toda utaurawo.
Honorable.
Chairman ka. Ndofunga zvinhu zvinorwadza kunzwa vanhu vachitaura zvepolitical party kuti ndi minister vedu veZANU-PF. We are not doing zvinhu zveZANU-PF pano, tikuita zvinhu zvekuti nyika ifambe. Handiti. Saka nyaya iripo. Aiyo.
Joa, kote joa. Matambalance. Nyarara.
Nyaya iripo Chairman. Chairman, nyaya iripo ndeyekudai so. Isusu tauya kuzoita basa. Vampofu vangadai vagara varamba kuuya vachiziva kuti ndimini.
Iwe Matambalance nyarara iwe. Hauna flow.
Kuti ndeve ZANU-PF afango kubvunzwa zvinhu zvavadaidzirwa kuti vazobvunzwa. I don't think it's fair.
Matambalance nyarara iwe.
Ane kodzero yekuti ataure zvaanenge achibvunzwa muno. There is no one who is above the law. Tavadaidza isusu separliament kuti tivazopindura zvavatiri kutaura isusu. Saka napane vamwe ma-MPs anomira achitika inokuti ndeve ZANU-PF ngavarege kubvunzwa mukati meino nzvimbo ngavaende vambovingei. Isusu yatiri kuda ndeyekuti chokwadi ngachingobuda pachena ngavataure zvavari kubvunzwa. And imi ma-differences avari kuti munavo imimi naivo munopedzerana kunze kwete mukati memba ino. Muno mukati memba ino tauya kuzoita business, tauya kuzoita zvinosumudzira nyika. Zvemagrudges enyama gara munavo kana kuti zveZANU-PF. Hatisi kuita zveZANU-PF muno, tiri kuita zvenyika.
Could we just have order? Could we just have order? Could we just have order? Honorable Chitakwa. Members, could we just have order? Members, of this committee, I want you to remember the role you have, even still after this. This is a 2-minute issue. It will end. But some of your words and deliberations will stay in the people's minds. May I guide you accordingly. This is Parliament City. Parliament has got a due process. If the Honorable Minister had issues with me, he could have written a letter to the Speaker to say that Honorable Mliswa and me have got such issues. As such, I don't see him to be fit enough to preside over this issue. I've told you, never in my life have I ever gone to his house, only once when I was chairman of ZANU-PF. I must also say to this committee, let's not be divided. And by sitting here being quiet, this process will still happen. Let me assure you, the more I should chair now, this whole process. I now see why I should chair. The more I should chair this, only when the Speaker communicates that I will not chair, then can I follow the due process. None of you sitting here can tell me not to be chairman of this committee.
Yes, no, legally.
So the political scores that you want to score are not bigger than the issues the country has to deal with at hand.
Yes.
The political personal scores that you want to score are not greater than the national issues that we have of making ministers account. I will repeat, the agenda is bigger than the political score that you want to settle.
Yes.
The agenda is about the country, is about us having our mandate. But what I've said... Honorable Minister, we shall break for lunch. We want you to come back at 2 o'clock. We are breaking for lunch. We want you to come back at 2 o'clock. Thank you. Other members, can you stay behind? Thank you. I think what all I can do, I think, Minister, the issue is simple. The issue, can you just turn it off? The issue is simple. You have every right to do what you want to do. But we equally as Parliament have certain powers invested in us. So whether you say I've not listened to you or not, that's your prerogative. But what I'm saying, there's a due process that follows at the end of the day. We are guided by this book. You've taken off, a lot has happened. So to me, whether you say I'll never, that's for you. But let us, but what I asked of you to do is to come back.
Chair a meeting of this one. Can you listen to me, please?
I have asked you questions in Parliament. You have never said, don't ask me questions. Honorable members, how many times have I asked him questions? How come you've never said that?
Already defending
so to me, can you excuse us and then we see you here at 2 o'clock?
I'm not coming. If you are coming, I will not come here.
That's okay.
So let the Parliament, in fact, even this meeting, I came uninvited. It came out in the paper. It's all over the paper. There was no letter written to me.
Why did you come?
I mean, because, I respect.
Why did you come?
But I don't respect you.
Chair.
That's your own prerogative.
And is it true that you said what you said when I left?
Kudiji?
That's what...
He is lying. He's lying. Never said that. Uyu
G42
I will come back here. When I've been invited formally. Because I've not been invited. I want a letter setting the date and time. I've been waiting for 2 hours outside here. I'm not coming at 2 o'clock until I get a letter from Parliament. Because you want to abuse me again.
The truth, Minister, I thank you. And we see you at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, my best.
The truth takes time, but it will get there. The truth takes time. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you. Now, thank you, Chair. We are breaking for lunch now.
Respect our chair. Respect our chair. Pane kungoita sokuti ameno.
Write me a letter. Don't treat me like, sort of like...
Mauya mchidherera Minister Mpofu. Chero kuri kuti mune differences but kungoremekedza udare ndofunga kwakanaka. Aiwa kutaurisa chi?
Can you excuse us?
Ndo zvataida kuti zviitike izvi. Sanao media yakubuda manje. Tapedza manje. Haikona zvinhu zvamaida kuti tiite zvezvo. Maida kudzvanyirira majournalist ini.
Members, can you sit down?
Please?